Hi, my name is Ashley Share with the Share Institute, ShareLove.Fund, and we will continue our exploration of the sutras. We're working from Book 1, Sutra number 49, or 1.49, translated into English. This special truth is totally different from knowledge gained by hearing, study of scripture, or inference. So in the words of the yoga gurus, when you achieve that absolute true consciousness, you understand everything without study. This is not the opinion of ShareLove.Fund. This is, we're analyzing what has been written in the ancient yogic texts. We're reviewing what modern yoga gurus, how they're analyzing those ancient yogic texts. We're doing this in the context of earning a yoga teaching degree, just like an English teacher can teach non-fiction or fiction books to students. A yoga teacher can earn their degree and teach yoga whether or not they believe it. And what you believe is your choice. And we really advocate empowerment and women's empowerment at the Share Institute. And the last thing we want to do is tell someone what to believe or how to believe it. And your autonomy is respected here. So the idea behind the sutra is really Patanjali saying, look, you got to meditate. This whole book 1 is really a how-to guide on meditation. So it's that old ancient sort of DIY meditation book on how to meditate. And here in this sutra, Patanjali is saying, look, when you actually meditate, you get a different sort of knowledge than when you hear about meditation, or when you study a scripture about meditation, or when you infer what meditation might be like through like a similar experience. So he's really encouraging folks to actually get out there and try meditation for themselves. So in the words of the yoga gurus, they say that when you transcend through the mind, through concentration, you can feel empowered, and that you can check your experience with the scriptures, but there's really no substitute for experiencing it yourself. And they say that it's not really possible to understand something until you've experienced it. And they go on to say that a higher knowledge can be understood through the mind. And I think that this is something that maybe all of us have experienced to some degree of our mind, of our lives, where we've sort of surprised ourselves, like we didn't know we could deal with a certain situation, but sort of out of nowhere, we said the right thing or stood up for ourselves or made a good decision, and you thought, wow, I didn't know I had that in me. So this is this idea that when you truly meditate, you get to unleash your full potential and sort of be the best version of yourself. It's not anything magical or anything new. It's just kind of scraping off all that debris, all those bad feelings, all that negativity that's maybe holding you back, and just letting your own true color shine through. There is a yogic text that says something like, not inside knowledge, not outside knowledge, not knowledge itself, not ignorance. This is expressed in the negative. You can't grasp it. You can't think of it. You can't mark it with a symbol. It has no name or form, and you can't explain it. And this is the idea of kind of what pure meditation might be like. Like there are no words for it. Hundreds of people might sit in front of a speaker who might talk for hours and hours about meditation. Pardon me if I'm doing that. People might listen for hours, but it's all nonsense. The speaker has said nothing that is meaningful. And the only thing that can be meaningful is actually trying it for yourself and experiencing it. So in that vein, this idea of absolute consciousness is the idea of meditating to the point of transcending the mind to gain knowledge and realization. And the yogic scriptures tell us that in order to do that, we need to be completely silent. And it is common to have a silent yoga retreat. And this idea that the manifested and unmanifested supreme principle can only be explained in silence, not by words, and only in physical silence, as well as mental silence, like quieting your own mind. Like, it's one thing to be in a quiet room, but then it's also, the next step is to truly focus and converge your thoughts on silence. It says only in that context the wisdom dawns. And the way I like to think about this is that everything you need to know is already contained inside of you, and that you have the answers within. So when everything is quiet, even your own, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, when even your own self-talk is quieted, then your true inspiration and creativity and wisdom can shine through. And that's the concept behind this sutra, that in silence, we can tap into a greater wisdom. So with that, I will leave you. Namaste. Thank you for your time.